Kia ora, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. As we get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, with news to sharp dive in crypto prices, especially Bitcoin, has induced a risk-off tone in markets today. And financial markets are bracing for tomorrow's release of the American CPI data. They expect it to stay high, with a headline rate at 8%, which will trigger another outsized Fed rate hike on December 15 New Zealand time. Financial markets have currently priced that in at 60 basis points, with their policy rate expected to top out at over 5% in mid-2023. The risks are to the upside, however, unless inflation comes down soon. And American mortgage applications fell again last week, but this time the retreat was small. But from year-ago levels, they remained down more than 40%. Their benchmark 30-year interest rate rose to 7.14% plus points. And US wholesale inventories rose barely in September from August as firms worked to control the recent run-up, but they remain 24% higher than year-ago levels, so there's much more work to do to get them back under control. However, there are increasing reports of substantial job layoffs underway in both the tech and the finance industries in the US. The economic slowdown the Fed is trying to engineer might be underway. US election outcomes are too close to call this morning. It will take a while for the dust to settle, but there hasn't been a big swing either way, which is unusual for US midterm elections. And China's annual consumer inflation eased to 2.1% in October from year-ago levels and down from 2.8% in the prior month on the same basis. That was below the expected 2.4% and is the lowest since May. And China's producer prices fell 1.3% in October, which was the first drop in factory gate prices since December 2020. And that reflects disruptions in output and weak domestic demand amid their strict pandemic curbs, as well as falling commodity prices. Production materials declined 2.5%. The US Treasury 10-year yield starts today at 4.17% and up 3 basis points from this time yesterday. And the price of gold will open today at $1,714 an ounce. That's down $3 from this time yesterday. And oil prices start today $4 lower at $86 a barrel in the US, while the international Brent price is just under $93 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar will open today at 59 US cents and down a cent since this time yesterday. Against the Australian dollar, we've stayed firm at 91.5 Australian cents. Against the euro, we're almost 0.5 cent softer at 58.8 euro cents. That all means our trade-weighted index starts today at 69.2 and 70 basis points lower. And the Bitcoin price is now under $17,000 and falling, so it may be different when you hear this. It is down almost 17% since this time yesterday, and its lowest in 2 years. And volatility over the past 24 hours has been extreme, at plus or minus 10.6%, with serious market instability. Get more news affecting the economy in New Zealand from interest.co.nz. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston. That was 90.